Have you ever wondered how plans actually work? How they transform from mere ideas into tangible results? It's quite the riddle, isn't it? One moment you have this spark, this concept floating in your mind. And then before you know it, it's out there in the world making a difference. It's like a magic trick, but there's no smoke and mirrors here, just careful strategic steps. Well, buckle up, because in this video we're about to demystify the fascinating process of planning. Every plan starts as a seed, a simple idea or goal. Just as a mighty tree begins its journey as a tiny seed, so too does every plan originate from a humble idea or an ambitious goal. It's in this early stage that the magic truly begins. Imagine this: you're standing at the foot of a mountain. The summit is your goal, but to reach the top you need a plan. It's not enough to simply say, "I want to climb this mountain." You need to determine your route, establish your pace, and prepare for the challenges you might encounter along the way. This is where the birth of a plan takes place. It's the exciting stage where your idea or goal is carefully examined, dissected, and structured into a feasible plan. But how does this process actually work? Firstly, we need to understand our goal. Is it achievable? Is it realistic? Having a clear and concise objective is vital. You wouldn't set out to climb Mount Everest if you've never climbed a hill before, would you? The same principle applies to planning. Your goal should be a challenge, yes, but it also needs to be within your reach. Next, we need to identify our resources. What do we have at our disposal that can help us achieve our goal? These might be tangible things like tools or equipment, or they could be intangible like time or skills. Understanding what we have to work with is a crucial part of the planning process. Finally, we need to consider potential obstacles. What might stand in our way? And more importantly, how can we overcome these obstacles? By anticipating challenges and devising solutions ahead of time, we can ensure that our plan is robust and flexible. So as you can see, the birth of a plan is much more than just a lofty goal or a brilliant idea. It's a meticulous process of understanding, strategizing, and preparing. It's a journey that begins with a single step, a journey that leads us from the realm of dreams to the reality of success. Remember, a well-defined goal is the first step towards a successful plan. Once a goal is set, it's time to sketch out the path to reach it. Think of a blueprint. It's a detailed plan of action, a roadmap that guides architects to transform a mere concept into a tangible building. Similarly, a blueprint of success is a strategic plan that helps you navigate from where you are now to where you want to be. So let's dive into how to create this blueprint. The first step in creating your blueprint is to identify the resources you'll need. These can be tangible, like books or tools, or intangible, like time or skills. Knowing what you have and what you need provides a clear picture of the gap you need to bridge to reach your goal. And remember, resources can be acquired or developed, so don't let a lack of them deter you. Next comes setting timelines. Time is a resource that once spent, you can't get back. So it's important to allocate it judiciously. Break down your goal into smaller tasks and assign a timeline to each. These timelines will serve as checkpoints on your journey, helping you stay on track and maintain momentum. Speaking of tasks, they are the building blocks of your goal. Outlining tasks means breaking down your goal into manageable pieces. Each task is a step forward on your path, and each completed task brings you one step closer to your goal. Remember, it's not about accomplishing big things all at once, but about making consistent progress over time. Creating a blueprint of success is like putting together a puzzle. Each piece, no matter how small, has a place and purpose. And when all the pieces come together, they form a picture, the picture of your success. So keep in mind that a blueprint is not a rigid structure, but a flexible guide. It can and should be adjusted as you progress and as circumstances change. After all, the journey to success is rarely a straight line. A comprehensive blueprint is what turns a mere goal into a viable plan. With the blueprint ready, it's time to roll up those sleeves and get to work. Imagine your plan as a ship, and you're the captain. Your blueprint is the map that guides you through the turbulent waters of challenges and obstacles. But having a map isn't enough. You have to steer the ship, maintain its course, and adapt to changing weather conditions. This is the phase where you put your plan into action. Now let's talk about discipline. It's the fuel that keeps your ship moving. It's about sticking to your plan even when you don't feel like it. Think of it as the wind that propels your ship forward. Without it, your ship is just a floating piece of wood in the middle of the ocean. Discipline might seem hard initially, but remember, the more you practice, the easier it gets. Next up is consistency. It's about maintaining a steady speed, keeping your ship moving forward regardless of the challenges. It's not about how fast you go, but how long you can keep going. Consistency is your compass, guiding you towards your goals, one small step at a time. And then there's adaptability. The ocean of life is unpredictable. The weather can change in an instant, and new obstacles can emerge out of nowhere. That's where adaptability comes into play. It's about adjusting your sails to the changing winds, altering your course when necessary, but never losing sight of your destination. Adaptability ensures that you are resilient, that you are ready to face whatever comes your way. So you see, putting a plan into action is not just about following a blueprint. It's about being disciplined, consistent, and adaptable. It's about being the captain of your ship, steering it through the stormy seas towards the horizon of your dreams. Remember, a plan is nothing more than a dream until you take action. It's about turning the intangible into the tangible, the abstract into the concrete, the dream into reality. Execution breathes life into the plan, turning abstract ideas into concrete realities. As the plan unfolds, it's crucial to keep an eye on its progress. You see, even the best-laid plans aren't set in stone. Instead, they're more like living, breathing entities, ever evolving as they respond to the world around them. That's why monitoring progress isn't just a one-time event. It's an ongoing process that requires continuous attention and commitment. Now imagine navigating through an unfamiliar city without a map or a GPS. You'd probably get lost, right? That's what happens when you don't review your plan. You lose sight of where you're going, and before you know it, you're off course. But when you regularly check in on your plan, you're able to steer it back on track whenever it begins to veer off. But it's not just about keeping on track, it's also about improvement. As you execute your plan, you'll learn from the outcomes, both expected and unexpected. These lessons aren't just valuable, they're crucial for refining your plan. They help you understand what works and what doesn't, allowing you to make necessary adjustments. Remember, making changes isn't a sign of failure. It's a testament to your adaptability and your commitment to achieving your goals, no matter the hurdles. So don't shy away from refining your plan. Embrace it and watch your plan evolve into a more efficient, effective version of itself. Regular reviews ensure that the plan stays on course and improves with each step. So what makes planning so powerful? A question worth answering. You see, planning is not just an act, it's a process. It's a systematic approach that transforms a mere thought into tangible action, a lofty goal into a substantial achievement. It's the bridge that links your dreams to reality. Planning is like a compass directing your steps. It helps you navigate through the complexities of life, keeping you on track. It reduces uncertainties, eliminates guesswork, and saves precious time and resources. It's the secret ingredient that turns ordinary into extraordinary, mediocrity into excellence. It's the catalyst that accelerates your journey towards success. And the most beautiful part? Everyone can plan. It's an art that can be learned, a skill that can be mastered. So whether you're a student studying for an exam, a professional working on a project, or a dreamer chasing a dream, remember this: a good plan is like a map, guiding your journey from where you are to where you want to be. Happy planning.